What's good, y'all? I'm at my apartment gym right now. Does that mean we're going to get the absolute craziest lift? Probably not. But I'm kind of going to use this video as like a little, example of if you don't have the best equipment, that doesn't really matter because you can still get a good workout in with what you got. Like my apartment gym is definitely above average. It has like cable stacks, a few dumbbells, a Smith machine, but still it's not the most. So if your excuse is, I don't go to this like crazy expensive gym, it's like super nice, it doesn't really matter. So today I'm hitting back and biceps, and I'm gonna just run you through just a really simple back and biceps workout that is going to be just as effective anywhere else you go. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, first thing we're doing is a Smith machine row. Now, my arms are really long, and these Smith machines have like a really high, safety spot, so it doesn't go all the way down. So what I did is I put a bumper plate at the bottom. But yeah, so we're gonna start off with this. We're gonna warm up, do like probably 2 sets, and then move on to the next one. AirPods died. Oh well, I have you guys to talk to. And don't forget these. Super important. Makes it so your grip doesn't give out before your back. I would definitely attribute a lot of my back gains to this because I just get more mind muscle and I can load more weight. Therefore, push myself harder. Yeah, I don't like going over this, but whatever. Put on another plate. I don't think I need too much of a warm up. Oh my gosh, that wasn't bad. I think that was around 9. But, oof. Yeah. So.
One thing I just want to get across with a lot of people is you need to make sure your intensity is just super freaking high, because I like to train more science-based and do the lower volume stuff, but the problem is a lot of the science-based lifters will use I'm gonna do low volume as an excuse to do less, and they won't be training hard in the first place. So they would actually benefit from more volume because they're not training hard in the first place. So right there, I could have maybe done a few more reps. They would have been really sloppy though. So you gotta find that fine line of having really high intensity but still making sure the reps are clean, because what you don't want is just a bunch of ego lift slop, which is the other side of the science-based lifting community, where it's they think they're training really hard, but they're just ego lifting and not really actually targeting the muscle group they want to. But that was set number 1. Felt pretty good. I think I'm gonna do one more set of that, since I did 9, I think. And then, I'm sorry for blowing in every 2 seconds. I feel like Sam Sulek. But yeah, I'm gonna do one more of that, see how it feels, maybe do a third one, I don't know, since my options here are limited. So probably end up doing 3, just lighten the load on the last one, and then do some form of, lat pull down type of movement.
I just looked back at the footage, and I will not be putting this mic up to my mouth anymore. I realized that I could just talk normally. So, sorry for all the Sam Sulek breathing. Anyway, let's do this set. Okay, I know I said I might do a third one, All right, that was pretty good. I think I'm done here. Oh. All right, for this next exercise, I'm pretty much just going straight into single arm cable, lat pull downs. It's pretty much like the JPG pull downs, but I got a little bench to keep me stable. I'm pretty sure I'm doing the full stack. The other side of this cable machine is broken. So that kind of sucks. But we're gonna make it work. You'll see in a second. It's gonna be a little jank, but I'm just going right into it too. Since my back is pretty warm, I don't really feel the need to, do unnecessary warm-ups. But yeah, see how this goes. Okay, that was a little bit of cardio, but it's all right. Gotta do what you gotta do here. A little bit of higher reps one day isn't going to ruin my gains. Fuck. Man, I'm really starting to understand Sam Sulik now. I don't know. This shit's hard to talk to the camera and breathe and not have it, gasping for air every few seconds. And I'm not even taking steroids or creatine plus. But, pump's looking pretty good. Feeling pretty good, I should say. It's not looking good yet. You can't even see anything yet. But I'll give you a little pump review in a second. We're gonna probably do one more set here. Kind of want to do some pull-ups because there is a little pull-up bar here and get a little more of a pump. And then I'll do like one set of arms and then I'll do a pump check.
Some of you guys asked some questions, and of course my phone's dead, so that's pointless. On Instagram, that is. But I'm just gonna answer a few questions I've seen thrown around, So first, let's go over the basics. My name is Ethan. I'm 5'10", 5'11", whatever, in between. I've been called a bunch of different things. I'm 21, I'm natural, and I've been lifting for around 4 years. I haven't really been locked in bodybuilding for around, I've only been locked in bodybuilding for almost 2 years, but been making good progress. And I'm probably going to compete next summer. Not even next summer, no. Summer of 27. That's what my coach wants me to do, put on a crap ton of size, pretty much. Hopefully, because pretty much wants me to start prep in December 26. Hopefully by then, I could put on around like 10 pounds of just straight muscle, if not more, So if I'm right now I'm 180 pounds. So in a year and almost a half, if I can gain like 15 pounds of straight muscle, be like 195 lean, 200 lean, like Clark Kent levels, that would be perfect. I would love that. And then cut down to like 175, 170. That would be dream goal for me. And get my Natty Pro card. But yeah, otherwise, a lot of you guys say like, I don't know, what inspires you, like what, made you start lifting in the first place. And honestly, it was just like, I wasn't satisfied. And I'm still not satisfied per se, but I'm proud of like the progress I've made. But I don't think anyone should ever be satisfied with where they're at. You can always do more. and this isn't just in bodybuilding, this is like life in general. It's like you can always do more, you can always make more money, you can always have a better physique, you can always do better in school, just every aspect of life. And so I'm like never really satisfied with anywhere I go. I mean, I've always been proud of the progress I've made, you know, on the media, with my physique, with the progress I made in school, but I'm never really satisfied with it, you know. I always want more, and that's how I think everyone should be. If you're ever satisfied, it doesn't really make sense to me personally, mainly just because why stick with what you got? You know, why don't you want more? I don't know. I've never had that moment where it's like, yep, I don't want to change. I want everything to stay how it is right now, because I always want to shoot for more. But that's enough yapping for right now. Pretty sure I'm pretty rested, so I am going to hit this next set and then do some pull-ups.
God damn it, I forgot to hit record on that side. Oh well. You guys just missed one arm. Time to get the other arm. Okay. We'll show the guns for these curls. How the arms looking? Huh? We're gonna be curling the 50s. Here we go. Ow. Might have to lower it a little bit. All right, well, when I was looking back at that footage, obviously, I went a little heavy, right? But some of you guys gotta realize, like, you gotta kind of train your arms just like anything else. Like, I see so many people where, you know, they train really heavy with their chest, they train really heavy with their back, like doing deadlifts, doing bench, and then their arms are like, I'm gonna do 12 by 15 on everything. It's like, no, you gotta do the same stuff, you know, mix it up. That's why my arms are pretty big. I've been training heavy with them for the longest. So, and it's also my genetic strong point, don't get me wrong, it's one of them, but also I've been training them like any other muscle group, progressively overloading them, getting stronger at it. I'm not staying at the same weight every time. So that was me limit testing a little bit with the 50s. And then now I realized, not today. It's a little heavy. I'm gonna go down, do a little more reps, and that's okay. All right, time for a little pump check. My wonderful love. That was a W posing session. Not gonna lie, I clip farmed a little bit. Got some angle maxing, got some regular maxing. Both good. I'll just see you in my apartment. and I'll be showing you what I eat post lift. I'll tell you one thing, it's optimal as flip. All right, I'm back. Meal has been made. Look what we got here. I know it doesn't look like much. It's a shit ton of ketchup. But this is actually 7 ounces of chicken because these tenders are freaking big. And that is a crap ton of sweet potato fries right there. Goated. I put some honey on this, John, and spray butter. And then this is just regular chicken tenders, obviously. But, flippin' W meal. Now, is this actually my normal pre-work or post-workout meal? Technically, no. But, it's okay. This will be just fine. Optimal, getting a lot of carbs, getting a decent amount of protein. Like, that's the thing, like, I didn't have much protein post lift because, well, this is my last meal and I already got the majority of my protein in, so I don't really need all that much. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this flipping food and then I'll get back to you. Hello everyone. All right, it may or may not be the next day because I may or may not have forgot to record, and after I ate I just fell asleep perchance. But okay, today what I'm going to do, or to end the video, what I'm going to do is go through, I had a little, questionnaire thing, or like a thing on Instagram that pretty much said like, all right, you got any questions? Ask away. So today that's what we're doing. I'm fitted up in my, that's the wrong way. Oh, look, we got Pokita Chainsaw Man pajamas on. I'm exposing my setup right now. It's very jank, but yeah, so what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna answer those questions. So hold on. And there was a lot of them, and a lot of them were from one person. You know who you are. Here we go. Starting off strong with the first question. Can you twerk it till failure? From Henry Valimaki. I'm calling you out if you have a weird question, by the way. I mean, maybe, probably. What made you start? I covered this a little bit, but just like really not liking how I looked, like genuinely. Like, I feel like that's a lot of people. Like, if you just don't like how you look, you're gonna want to change that pretty badly. So yeah, it's that. For people who like how they look and go to the gym, normally that's when you get those people that are like kind of lazy. What's your favorite color? Honestly, like it's not really color, but black. Like when it comes to like what I'm wearing. And just like like my room, my freaking bed sheets are like black. My setup, like my desk and my computer and everything, like it's all black. But yeah, I don't know if that's really a color. If I had to choose like a color, purple. Front pose tutorial. Don't really know what that means because like front pose, there's a lot of front poses, but frontal bicep, I could probably do a little tutorial like an Instagram reel or something like that. What does an average meal consist of for you when cutting or bulking? So when cutting, it's going to be mainly just like high protein meals, very low carb. So like chicken, turkey, that kind of stuff. When it's bulking, it's like similar, but it's way more carb and way less protein. So it'll be more like ground beef. Recently, it's been like cream of rice, bagels, rice, occasionally pasta, cereal, like that kind of stuff, but still having protein obviously with that. How often do you take full rest days, not even cardio? So when I'm cutting, I always do cardio. When I'm bulking, I won't do cardio on rest days. But how often do I take rest days? Well, I'm doing push-pull legs, upper lower. So I'm taking 2 rest days because I do push-pull legs rest, upper lower rest. So 2 rest days. I tried full body, I didn't like it, so yeah. Where do you get your Dio cosplay? If I remember right, it was honestly off of Amazon. The cosplay is the flippin' muscles, buddy. That's what makes the cosplay. Would you rather get pegged by 20 goth fat femboys or get edged by 20 Hello Kitty girls? Sorry, I had something come up. But yeah, let's get right back into it. Hello Kitty girls, thank you very much. Yeah. Sorry for all the fanboy lovers out there. Should I start taking supplements as a 16-year-old that does gym and sports? I also never took creatine. Yes, because supplements aren't gonna they're not gonna do anything bad for you, except if you take it in like excess. So take just the recommended amount of a bunch of supplements like multivitamins, fish oils, creatine, magnesium, melatonin, like all that stuff. It will just help your quality of life. Like the only way it's bad for you is if you take too much. Like creatine, for example, I actually took too much at one point. I was taking almost 15 grams because I was like experimenting, and I was not drinking enough water. And every night I would wake up with really bad stomach pain. Just because I wasn't drinking enough water for the amount of creatine I was taking. So I went back down to just 5 grams again, and I feel perfectly fine. So it's just one of those things. Play around with it. Take supplements because realistically, they're only going to help improve your quality of life. How long have I been training for? 4 years. I already covered that one, but say it again. Is it necessary to take protein from the beginning when not in shape? Yes, it's actually even more beneficial because when you're starting out lifting, that's when you're going to make the most gains. And if you're not taking protein, don't get me wrong, you'll still make gains because of the newbie gains, but you could be making so much more if you're just locked in that period of time. Someone says, I've got a normal body, not too fat, not too lean. How many months does it take to get in shape? So that's like a skinny fat situation. I would highly recommend just leaning down, lifting hard, training really hard, but training in a calorie deficit is going to be your best friend because what you're going to do is as much as people think they can't, you can build muscle while in a deficit. Just don't have it, in a crazy, crazy deficit. And even if you are in a crazy deficit, you can, especially if you're new to lifting. So just if you're like in a situation where you're skinny fat, cut down first, train really, really hard. Once you're lean, you can see abs and you're in a good body composition spot, slowly bulk back up. So this guy asked, why did I switch from full body 3 times a week and how was the progress on it? Now, full body 3 times a week was, all right. I mean, the reason I switched from it is because I did not enjoy it anymore. And that's a huge thing. As much as people say, like, you don't have to enjoy it if you're making better progress. I enjoy progress. Well, it's like, dude, I wouldn't be able to train as hard as I can if I don't enjoy the lift, if I don't enjoy going in every time. Like, for me, full body, like, yeah, I progressed pretty good, I'd say. But also, when I have to go into the gym every time and then do legs at either the end of the session when I'm already gassed, or do legs at the start and then have all of my upper body just, be fried and drained because I just did like 7 plates on leg press and I'm gassed. It's like, it's a terrible feeling. So I like separating my legs and my upper because I just can't lock in, mainly on leg days. Leg days are like a whole mental thing for me because one, like I train legs so hard and I just need to lock in solely on that. And if I mix them together, it just doesn't mesh well for me. So, I mean, I won't lie, like I made good progress with full body, but I just didn't enjoy it. And so I'm making just as good progress with, upper lower, push pull legs upper lower, and I'm enjoying it. So, you'll be able to stick to it longer if you enjoy it. What do I do for abs? I only do 4 sets a week for abs, and I just do the weighted crunches on the machine or like the cable where you're crunching down. That is all I do. It's really, really simple. Otherwise, abs are mainly genetic and made in the kitchen. Just got to get lower body fat. What's your dream goal and followers and physique goal? Honestly, Lex Little is a good example of like goal physique, in my opinion. Big legs, really aesthetic upper. Goal followers, I don't know. It'd be insane if I can hit 1 million. That's like where it's like, wow, you made it. You know what I mean? I don't know what I would do after 1 million personally, but that's like, I guess, end goal. Kind of end goal. Hopefully, if I can ever hit that, that's so many people. This guy, he's asking when will I wear thigh highs. I'm not wearing freaking thigh highs, buddy. Yeah. What are the best gym clothing brands? The top 3 or whatever. From Sister Vader. I think it is Breathe Divinity. Love them. Sponsored by them for a reason because I like them. Young LA because they just have like normal looking clothes that are also good gym clothes. And then the last one, I'm gonna be real. There's not many good gym clothes. I mean, it's either gonna be, in my opinion, Gymshark or Dark Sport. I don't mind some of their stuff. This stuff's pretty cool. Chat. What if instead of 6'7", it was 7'8", 9"? Anyway, why do I like Dio so much? So this is a good question. I mean, I've literally had this whole like wanting to be Dio thing since I started lifting. And honestly, I don't really know why. Like, there's could be a gazillion other anime. I think it's mainly just because of the fact that there's not many blonde anime characters that are like super buff, And Dio is like one of the more popular ones, where he's just like, holy crap, that dude's big. Because otherwise, I even looked at it. Like, a lot of the blonde anime characters, they're all flipping twinks, okay? And I don't want to be a twink. I want to be a buff guy. And Dio's got aura. So that's why I chose him, because it just makes the most sense in like a gym standpoint. And yeah. Do you think it's worth getting a Joestar tattoo because it's badass? Of course. That's why I got it. It's cool. And then it's like, it's also niche enough and small enough to where it's like no one really know or care what it is. But if they're tapped into, it's like, that guy's cool. That's how you know. Do you agree with the people who comment on your femboy potential? No, I don't understand it personally. Like, I have muscle. Yes, I have a small waist, but like, I swear, femboys are not this freaking built. So I don't understand it really. But yeah, that was the majority of the questions. There are some random ones in here. Sorry if I didn't answer all the questions, but oh well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a lot different from the other ones I've done. But if you stayed this long, I really appreciate it, because yeah, this is going to be a longer video. But otherwise, you guys are cool. I'm going to try to do more videos, maybe like this, maybe more editing, I don't know. But I appreciate all you guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring that notification bell. And stay Sigma.